Hello, and thank you for joining me today. It's a beautiful day here in Southern Ontario. And you know what? I forgot to shut my window. You don't want to hear the traffic, so give me a moment. I can't believe I did that. Although I think my street's still closed, so it might not be that busy. Woo! Okay. I remembered before, but I was really enjoying the beautiful temperature. As in, it's not hot. So, yay! Okay, well, as you may have guessed by the page here, we are going to use the Daisy Lane bundle today. And a bunch of cards. So I will pop right in and get her started. So, let me just put that to the back a little bit. Oh, I'm kind of like, let's fix the camera ever so slightly. Not that you meant to see my nail polish and stuff, you know. I'm so honest, I have to tell you that, you know. And the punch that's under it's kind of holding my tripod. It has a habit of falling over. Not on its own. Okay, so here's the Daisy Lane stamp set. And we're going to use this. It's really versatile. It looks like a really simple stamp set, but when you look at it and when you've seen, like, just go on to Pinterest, not right now, but go on to Pinterest, Stampin' Up! Daisy Lane bundle, and you will see a ton of gorgeous, gorgeous samples. Anyway, we're using the bundle, and because I bundled up the stamp set with the punch, and for you as well, you save 10%. So this is a fantastic price at $47.50. We'll stop there. Not a sales pitch. I'm showing you pretty cards today. All right, let's bring in card number 1. And this is a card that I did. This is what it looks like. This is a card that I did in my class on Thursday. And everybody's cards turned out beautiful. This is the punch, by the way. And just so you don't get blinded by the glare, there we go. All right. I also wanted to say thank you, everybody, for your shares while I get everything out here. Thank you for sharing my video because you really help out my little venture here. You know, and the more people that can see pretty things, well, what can I say? Because we've all got friends that are crafty, right? We do. Even when they say they're not crafty, they're crafty. They are. I always say in my classes, I love my rebels. And so one of the gals is like, can I do it this way? Yes, you can. Yes, you absolutely can. So anyway, gone ahead and I have punched out, using Whisper White, 2 of the daisies. So I'll put those together. This is for the sentiment, and I only need 1, but you know I always have 2 just in case. Because stuff happens. Okay, so first thing, this is the Whisper White thick. Because this is just a 1-layer card, I really just want to use this. I was trying to remember now. Did I give the ladies? I did, probably. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, okay. Here we go. Let's get our stamp. We are using one of the new ink colors, which is one of my favorites because I keep bringing it out. Pretty Peacock. And as you know, and I'll show you, I think I do this almost every week. This style's been out for a while, but just want to show you. Opens like a compact. And then slide that there. Good stability. So with this, I'm going to be stamping 4 times, and I will show you. And I didn't really aim like right for the center. It's okay to be off center. So we're going to stamp and then stamp off, and you'll see what I mean. So stamp, keep the stamp there, stamp off. This is going to look like a hot mess here in the center. Not to worry. Okay, not to worry because it's going to be covered up. That's why we don't get too excited. How easy was that? And I do want to, oh yeah, we're going to use this again. So get this cleaned right away. And again, this is the Stampin' Chamois. And it's just the perfect dampness today. And with the Stampin' Chamois, if you put it in a case it's one of these that we do sell. Don't close it all the way when it's wet, because you're going to get a stinky mess. Does that make sense? Okay, now if you're out there, please say hello. I'm lonely. I said that last week. I'm not really lonely. But I like to hear from you and tell me what you're thinking. Make sure we're on the right track. All right, so for this card, I think I will do the sentiment right away, which is going to go, let's see if I line that up on my grid paper, right to the edge. I'm hoping my stamp is on here straight, and it is. It really helps to line your stamp up nicely. So the way I did that is I took my grid paper, you can put it against a corner edge, whatever works best for you. And then you can see through here, and I lined it up the bottom line with the grid paper. So that is an awesome thing to have it stamped the first time nice, especially with the rubber stamps, because you can't see, right? You can't see. Thus, it's a little bit trickier. All right, so that's stamped lovely, which is great. All right. We're going to take our Tombow. Now you could use a glue dot if you want, but Tombow is, quick and easy, and it's right beside me. Tiny little dot. You don't need a lot. You do not need a lot. And here we go. Whoop. I also want to show you what I did to the edges of it. We're offsetting, of course, to make the daisy. You could use 3 layers if you wish. Okay. And those of you who know me already know that I'm also a paper quiller. So we use our fingernails a lot. At least I do for paper quilling. Other people might use a tool. I use my fingernails. So to get this to pop up is a simple matter of one pass. You don't have to go over it numerous times. Just kind of like a ribbon you would do with scissors. And just once around, it gives it a nice little bit of depth. So I like that. Now, oh, you know what? I didn't. Here they are. Here they are. These are so darn tootin' cute. Perennial Essence Floral Centers. So, they are little fuzzies, which, who doesn't love little fuzzies? Unless they're on their stamp sets. You know what I mean? Not on your stamp sets. You peel off this little backing. Get my fingernail under there. There we go. And plop that right in the center. And voila, you've got yourself a daisy. That's just so cute. So cute. Alrighty, so I'm going to use my tailored tag punch if I can reach. Yep. So again, we use our punches upside down. You see the letter in Smile. You back up just a little bit. And punch the end. You have a little banner end just like that. Now, for those of you, if you don't have the punch, it's okay, because you can use your scissors and you're going to snip in the center and then a point from both sides. It's not my strength, thus I use my punches. We all have our strengths, right? And as we discovered last week, I'm not a great fuzzy cutter. I can do it, but I don't want to bore you. Okay, so we know that's where this is going. And so I'm just going to put that down. Those were the dimensionals. And I think I am going to pop this up. I think I am. So put a dimensional on the back, peel the backing off. And there you go. How quick and easy is that? I'm going to show you the original, because for this one I used the gold faceted gems. Now, whichever is your preference, fine and dandy, doesn't matter. And I will show you the inside as well. So for this, I stamped off the fern, and then all in one color, Pretty Peacock, put the It's Time, Your Time to Shine, which is in the stamp set. So that's card number 1. We are cooking with gas. So we don't need that. Let me just set that away, because we got a bunch of cards, and I just want to make sure we get through everything. Okay, card number 2. And I have taken the liberty again of punching out. I should say, do it the right way. Of stamping and punching out, all in one fell swoop. Alrighty? Okay, so I have an inside piece, and I should give you the measurements. So this is your standard card size here in Canada. This is 5.5 wide, 8.5 long, square at 4 1/4. And then for the layers, and this is Flirty Flamingo, it is an 1/8 of an inch smaller. And then again, an 1/8 of an inch smaller. So easy, easy, easy. And if you wish, I can put the measurements on. I might do that later. I just have I have some deliveries to do today. Whew. It's kind of a busy day. We are going to bring back that fern again and show you something different and subtle and pretty. Okay, so the first card we did in my class on, just making sure that's completely clean, and it is, of course it is, class on Thursday, and then on Saturday was the meeting of my upline, and I had made one of the make and takes. So this is in the same style, which is going to make this really quick and easy. So same thing, except this card we're layering. Okay, so we're going to stamp full strength, stamp off, stamp full strength, stamp off. That's how easy that is. Now for this, now let's bring out our Flirty Flamingo. For the center flower, I did 2 layers because it's not really going to look super pretty stamped on top of there. Thus the 2 layers. But for these, and I'm just going to set this here so I know roughly where I'm going with this. I'm going to stamp here in the Flirty Flamingo again and over here. Yep, I like it. Okay, I don't think I need this again. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Not going to put it together until I've got everything stamped. So this is that same stamp as the last time. It's your time to shine. And I'm going to line it up again on my grid paper. And you know, it's funny that I like to have it in the corner. That's just the way I do it, you know. That is the way I rock and roll. And let's go. Actually, you know what? I want to go over here. Ooh, straight. Again, that same technique for getting your stamps on straight. And again, it's different with the rubber stamps because you can't see through them. So lining up your stamp is a good thing. Just going to close those for a moment because we're not going to use them for a couple minutes. All right, off to the side. And again, super simple. You can either use glue dots or, again, a little bit of Tombow right there. I think, no, I did not pop up the center one, but I'm going to hold on that for a second. So, offset, and just hold it there for a second. Let's do a really good offset. That would be nice. And another one. There we go. Now I know that the center one, now rather than glue there and guess, glue here onto the middle piece and put that right there. And then we have our, now this time I'll show you a different punch. This time I have the triple banner punch. So it's the same idea. So this one you can make banners, widest being 2 inches. And same thing. Now I can't see the word, so I know I've stamped quite a ways away. So just center it and then bring it up. Ooh, look at that. Perfect. I like it. I like it. And I notice this end is a little too long. So I will just give that a little snip. You could use your cutter, paper cutter, or just wing it. That's fine too. And I do believe that I popped this up as well. Something has to be popped up on the card, right? We like our dimension. And our flowers give lovely dimension. Oh, I should maybe hold that down for a second. Make sure it stays there. Okay, just 2 of the regular size dimensionals. You can use the small ones if that's what you have. And let's see, I might just change this up a little. Right about, yeah, right about there. Now, the smart person would have put this on their other piece already, onto their layer, is what I'm saying. But that's okay. There's always ways around everything, right? you make a little oopsie, you just go with the flow. Normally before I pop things up and glue things on, I will adhere the layers. This makes it a little easier. Okay, so just a thin layer, bead, whatever you want to call it, of Tombow. And if you want to use like snail adhesive like that, you go right ahead again. It has your decision. For me, I like my wiggle time, so I can make sure. Oh, look at that. First try. My goodness. Someone's on a roll today. Now, because this is a layer, I'm just using the standard weight of the Whisper Weight cardstock. Alrighty, and layer that up. And then this one, I will show you how I did the center. Inside, good gracious. I'm tripping on my words. And if you notice, and take that out from underneath, you can probably see better. I line mine up to get it even, to know that it's even, or at least as close as possible. Once I know that this edge, because I know it's 1/8 of an inch, and as is this and this, once I've got that, I can simply drop it down and then use that little bit of wiggle time to get it exactly positioned. It's that simple. All right, let's do the inside. Quickity quick. And I'll bring that back in. Alrighty, so for this, and let's get rid of Flirty Flamingo. I love that color, by the way. I didn't, like when it first came out, it didn't impress me. And now it's like I use it a lot. All right, so for this one, I stamped it off the page. You want lots of room for writing. So I went 1, 2, 3, which gives it, I don't know if that shows up very well with these bright lights, but it's just, I like that look of first, second, and third generation stamping. I think that's, it's pleasing to the eye, if you ask me. I don't know if you asked me, but anyway. And again, a thin bead, not too close to the edge, because if you do happen to get too much, you don't want it gushing out the sides. It being the glue. Alrighty, now this is going to have wider edges because I did the same size as the front. Alrighty, there you go. Oh, wait, there's more. I almost forgot. Now, we didn't do this at the team meeting because I don't have that many Noble Peacock rhinestones, but I'm going to see if I can just use my fingernail and pull some of these off. Yep. Now, these are in Melon Mambo, but you know what? It doesn't have to match, right? It goes, and I'm happy with that. Now, I did happen to glance down and see that I made a little bit of a mess of the fern here. So I'm just going to kind of go like that and cover it a little bit. Not sure. I could always move my sentiment. You know, it happens. So again, and there's the original. So they're pretty close. Pretty close. And the inside of that one. But again, off the page, I did not stamp the entire thing. All right, so that is card number 2. Oh, and I just want to get to the next one. Now the next card, okay, I was looking online, of course, and I saw a card that I loved. So this is a case, which is copy and share everything, from, I believe she's from England. Her name is Julie Kettlewell. I love the color she used. Is mine exactly the same? I don't think so. Okay, so for this, we're back to the thick Whisper White, and I use thick because of this. This is a frame, and what I did is I took one of the, oh, good gracious, stitched layered rectangles? That sounds right. And lined it up as best as possible, and I did use my grid paper to help. So I put the die on, and I actually used a little bit of washi tape to hold it in place, but to put it through my, I'm using the Big Shot. And just so you know, this is, let me just think about it. Did I write the measurements down? I did. way to go. Okay, so this is your standard base. Your 5.5 wide, 8.5 long, and squared at 4.25. And this particular layer is 4 by 5.25. And it's going to go like so. But what I loved about the card, and I've already stamped this, and I did use the larger of the daisies for this. This is your Highland Heather. Had to think about it. I've got the stamp pad right beside me, so this really shouldn't be rocket science. And just stamped it off all 4 times off the page. And it's actually going to go behind here. So this piece is smaller, not by a lot. I happen to cut this one at 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. You could do it a little bit smaller. The main thing is I didn't want it to show when I put the frame on. And on the back of the frame, I have gone ahead and put on the foam adhesive strips. If you wanted to, I just for the video did not want to use dimensionals. You could put dimensionals, but you're putting them all the way around because you don't want your frame to collapse, obviously. So, oh, let's talk more about the pieces. So again, this is with a piece of the Highland Heather, and I stamped, then punched the, I don't know if it's a daisy when the petals go down. So for this one, to get the petals to go down, I just turned it over and used my fingernail. You can do these separately, or you can do them once you've adhered the two together. I really like the look of that. Now with these guys, with these daisies, I did the opposite, so they're up. And I took my light Daffodil Delight and just went in the center, just added a little bit of color. If you wanted, I'll show you. We could do that a little darker, and I did use the brush end, not the bullet end. Could make that a little darker and stand out even more, which I think actually, now that I'm doing it, I think that would look really nice as a nice contrast against the solid daisies. So that's what I'm going to do. So that took what, like 2 seconds, which is awesome. Okay, I don't think I'm going to need any of that. Oh, I did also. This is also from the same set. The moments in my life happened. The best moments in my life happened with you. Done in the same as the first one, which was, I don't think I told you, Smoky Slate. So the second card was Smoky Slate. And I used one of the the smallest circle in the stitched shapes dies. And it's also, this is popped up with 3 dimensionals. Had I used dimensionals on the back, I wouldn't have had to go 3 high, but the foam strips seem to be a little thicker. So let's do some assembly and you can see where we're at with this. You'll notice I never glue with my paper underneath. And that is deliberate. I really, really don't want to get glue everywhere. That's really close to the edge, but we'll see if we can manage. So I'm pretty well just going to eyeball this. Not taking my wiggle time quite yet. I just want to make sure. Yep, it's good. Okay, so that's down. That's a cute card just like that, right? Put these on, it's cute. Oop, put it on that way. However, this was what intrigued me about the card. Put your foam strips on, or your dimensionals, and peel off the backs when you're ready, which we are. And we are so getting there. Oh, who has joined me? Oh, hi. Hi, Deb. How are you? Hope you're enjoying the same beautiful weather where you are, that we are here. Finally, a break from the heat. A beautiful break from the heat. So I'm not going to push this down all the way because I want to. It's hard when you're not right over top. So turn it in my own direction just so I can see. So I would like to get it right the first time. There we go. So that's the frame on top. And we might as well go ahead and do this. So just toss it aside. I didn't put anything here, but let me think about this for a second. I think a glue dot would be good. Nobody wants to, if I can locate them. Oh, there they are, right underneath the dimensionals, exactly where I left them. I really tried to be prepared. I was actually in here about 45 minutes earlier than normal. Okay, that's attached and straight. So there's so many, so many ways you could do this. Like so. I was kind of playing with it. Like so. I like the grouping though. So again with the dimensionals. And I'm just deciding if I'm going to put that there, which would mean it would need a few to hold it up. I'm not 100% sure this is a card you would put through the mail, but we'll be adventurous and say, I sure hope so. Let's see, is that close enough? Nope, nope, one more. We are really popping things up today. If I thought I was putting this through the mail, I would probably bubble wrap it just to ensure that it doesn't get squashed, because I don't think that would be good. I would also probably, if I was putting it through the mail, I would also probably use dimensionals because they're not so high. So we're going to overlap these just a little bit. And I could have used my Tombow, by the way, but I did choose the glue dots for an instant stick. That one's off to the side a little. Let's just do that again. Let's tuck that under. Can you tuck it under? I think so. Oh, and not too far over because I want the card to close. There we go. I like it. I might change that. I'm not sure if I like that under or over, but I do like it. May have to, again, move those just a tad. Oh, but we're not done yet again. Let's see. Oh, we do. I was wondering, because the catalog is new, still new to me. I was thinking, I was pretty sure that there was, I think this one's the Gorgeous Grape, but I'm okay with that. Let's put a little bit of zing and bling to it. Now, if you wanted to use your Take Your Pick tool, you could. I'm having luck with my fingernails this morning, so I'm going to stay with it. Eek. Except when they turn over on your fingernail. Let's see, where would I go with that? I think I want to keep them all up here. There we go. Well, my friends, that is our three cards. A reminder that, and I'm going to bring this out so I can read it. Bonus days are on already. When you spend $60, for every $60 you spend by the end of this month, by the end of July, before tax and shipping, you earn a $6 bonus to spend in August. But you also receive, when you order $60 or more, you get a brand new package of the Noble Peacock rhinestones, and that's my gift to you. That's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. And bringing in the cards, and also that we have the extra promotion on right now, which is for the starter kit. If you have an order that is in, say, the $100 range, think about the starter kit, because for $135, no tax, no shipping, you get to choose, because it's extra, an extra $40 in goodies, which means you get to spend $205. You get $205 of goodies, anything in the catalog. How sweet is that? Not Paper Pumpkin. It's not technically in the catalog. That is fantastic. Plus, as an extra bonus, you get a $14 coupon the month after you join. That is spectacular. You can get a lot of goodies for $205. So if you actually added that up, and I don't have the math with me right now, but if you took $205 of products and put tax and shipping on that, yowza. So for $135, no tax, no shipping, you have saved a mitload of money, like a handful of money, and no tax, no shipping. That's my favorite thing to say, no tax, no shipping. And get the $14 coupon code. So that is a lot. Anyway, let's take another look at the cards real quick. This is my July host code. Now, if you are thinking of joining, then contact me and I will send you the link to join my team. My team is called Mix Stampers Inc. And we have lots of fun. And if you're placing an online order, this is the host code you want to use right here. And my link to shop and to my blog, I believe I've already typed in. That was like, I don't know, half an hour ago. Okay, card number 2 and the inside. And then, oh, wrong one. Card number 1, but this is the original using the gold faceted gems and the inside. Smile, it's your time to shine. All right, my friends. Oh, if you're in the KW area in Ontario, next class is August 15th. We had a full house last time, so if you want to come to the class, and again, this is the card we made in class, and I did give the gals an option of which, if they wanted to use the fuzzy or if they wanted to use the gem. It filled up fast. It was full. My class is on August the 15th, and you RSVP through my blog. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you so much for sharing my video. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for subscribing and clicking the bell so you are notified of when I put another video up, which is every Tuesday at 10. Sometimes there's a little in between ones as well. Anyway, thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.